We arrived on the mainland in a tired and confused daze, a precursor to the rest of the journey, as for us, the majority of Mexico flew by in a blur of colours seen from the car window. After the breakdown in Baja, we had 9 days to drive from Mazatlan to Mexico City Airport and do our best to see everything in between.
We just got off the ferry, we're in Mazatlan now. We were all a little bit worried because of all the horror stories coming out of Sinaloa and everything, but as you can see, it couldn't be more calm. It's totally chill here, and yeah, it's a really nice town.
After our arrival and limited time in Mazatlan, our first real stop was the magical city of Guanajuato. Driving into the city saw us getting wonderfully lost in the network of medieval tunnels and labyrinth of tiny streets. Still, we managed 2 days of exploration, visiting cathedrals, squares, museums, restaurants and bars throughout this Pueblo Magico. We had loved our time in the US, but had missed the old and mystical feel of European cities, and Guanajuato captured this perfectly. It was our first historic Mexican city, and our first true experience of the heritage and wonder of this country.
The hill there and the hill there, it's like a fairy tale land of wonder.
Oh, it's amazing. I don't think I've actually ever been in a town that is this beautiful. We're in Guanajuato. I'm the only one who knows how to say it, and it's amazing.
Muchas gracias.
Our time was, however, still limited. So we got back on the road, and after a brief stop in San Miguel de Allende, we made Mexico City for our flight. Returning refreshed after 2 weeks, we were ready and eager to get back on the road and get back exploring, and that's exactly what we did. We visited charity events in Cholula and had run-ins with the police in Puebla.
First time Ross has got some loads on this trip for running a red light. But we think it's orange. We think the fine's going to be about 1,000 pesos as well.
We drove through the desert and mountain roads and cramped up in a brothel car park in Yucatan.
Sorry, I'll go banter. It was a very loud night last night. Fireworks and prostitutes, dirty men going back and forth outside the tent. What? Are you good at well, see this ball window?
He's got different music on this morning. Last night he was playing death metal before the woman came to the room.
Death metal?
He had a sparkling bottle of rosé as well.
Yeah! Ah! Fucking freezing again.
We drove through tiny rural towns and watched as the desert oranges began turning to the first signs of green. We were even slowed by the aftermaths of protests in Chiapas, and further by more run-ins with the law in Oxaca.
Okay, so we're here in Mazatlan in Mexico. The protests have been here yesterday. We've just cleared this road, but there's a lot of burnt-out vehicles all along. People are really angry with these gasoline price increases.
Finally, the desert gave way to rainforest, where we sped through canyons, explored overgrown Mayan ruins, and slept amidst a cacophony of howler monkeys. Last, we visited the cenotes and pristine beaches of the Yucatan, now with my little brother in tow. We had spent a good few months on the mainland, but could have kept exploring it for a good few years. Between time commitments and work, we had to breeze by some of the most spectacular things, but this just leaves more to explore one day in the future. We found ourselves blown away by a country that gets such a bad rap internationally, but one in which we never once felt unsafe and where we always felt welcomed by a warm and generous people. Until our return, Mexico, thanks for everything.